Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. If you are new here, then you are in the presence of a voodoo queen and you are forever mine. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel, hit that bell so you can get notifications when I drop a video. And by all means, if you like this video, like it. If you want to share it, spread the love. If you want to comment, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about cremation versus being buried, okay? So if you're like me, grew up in a Christian home, a lot of times, well, 9 times out of 10, and probably 10 out of 10, I never seen anybody cremated. But it does happen because sometimes people can't afford burial. So cremation is the cheaper option, right? But in my lifetime, I never seen anyone cremated, okay? And I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. As a little girl, I used to always be like, I can't see myself being in a box 6 feet under. My daddy used to tell me all the time, Tammy, you don't know that you're there. And I'm like, Daddy, yes, you do. And I still feel that way. So let me explain something to you, okay? When you're getting put in a box and it's dark, cold, your body is decomposing, its natural gases are seeking out. You might have been embalmed, but it's still, it's a mess. I don't care how good they dress up the casket, just that image, it's a mess, right? Guess what? Your spirit is aware. You know why? Because your spirit and soul is still intact. It's still intact, okay? Once we are deceased, we become what is called an ancestor. And ancestors, they can feel, they can touch, they can see, they can taste, all that good stuff, right? They know the past, they know the present, they know the future. So if they know all of that, then of course they know that their body is decomposing in a box. And also, when you're in a box decomposing, it's a process, a long process. People get caskets to where nothing happens to the body. Now, don't mind you, something is going to happen to the body. They just prolong it, right? So, who wants to think of themselves being in darkness like that forever? It's depressing and scary, if you ask me. Now, me personally, I want to be cremated, and I'm going to tell you why. When you're being cremated, that's when you're put into a furnace that's filled with fire and you're turned into ashes. And that is the best thing ever to me. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So, our body is what is called matter, our spirit is what is called energy. Fire is everything imaginable. It can be destructive, it can be rebirth, it can be, this excitement. Fire is just like, oh, this burning rage that can just do everything, right? So instead of my body rotting in a box, I'm going to transform instantly. Okay. So with me burning, I'm going to transfer my body into ashes, which is still matter, and then I still have my spirit and soul intact. Okay. So I've transferred my body into this matter and I'm still this energy force, right? I'm reconstructive. I'm reborn, not reconstructive, reconstructed. I'm reborn instantly. I don't have to wait for this to happen. And guess what? I can always be with family members. I can be placed in an urn and I could be with family members. Okay. I would rather be transformed into something new, a different type of matter, instead of rotting and decomposing in a box and prolonging it. Okay. I mean, to me, it just makes sense. Okay. So I urge you guys to start thinking about this. Weigh your pros and your cons. Okay. So when you're cremated with fire, you turn into ashes, you're instantly transformed, you're reborn again, your spirit and soul is still intact. You don't have to worry about decomposing and rotting over time. That matter is reconstructed into another type of matter, which is ashes, and that's still energy, right? When you're in a box, you're not transformed instantly. Okay. So just imagine if you died of some type of disease, however you died, your body is still, trying to, it's still going through that trauma, however it was. Okay. when you're cremated, you don't have to worry about that trauma any longer. You've transformed. It's not over a period of time, okay? So I urge you guys to go ahead and think about that, make your decision. And I will tell you this, if you base your decision off of like religion or ancient times, especially if you look at ancient Kemet, I will tell you this. Now, I love Kemet. Everything started there, but everything was not right. And a lot of things that they did with putting people in the tombs, in the pyramids, in these burials to preserve the body and mummify it so the soul can reconnect to the body. A lot of times that was only done for people in royalty like pharaohs. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe personally that was for their own well-being, for them to feel some type of way, for them to be able to be still close to that royalty, to still keep it here. You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily thinking about the deceased and what they're going through. I think that was more of personal reasons for the people who were already here. Okay, just my thoughts. Okay. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. And like I said, if you like it, like it. If you want to comment, comment. If you want to share, share it. And I'll be back soon.